The power of a bystander. If you think of that sentence, it is really interesting because power is a very intense word. It makes it so whatever situation is happening, whether or not you do something, is going to impact it. You can impact it for good, you can impact it for bad. Just being there and standing silent if somebody needs help is kind of powerful. However, if you go and you get help, that's really powerful too. And it's interesting because every single situation is different. Every single situation is different. You cannot take the rule, well, I'm going to say something no matter what, because in those moments there are certain times that you better be quiet. If there's really, really harm and danger, saying something isn't always the best thing right then. Later on, it might be really wise to report and say, what, I've noticed this and I think we have a situation. Sometimes going and getting help right then is the right thing to do. I can't tell you what is right and what is wrong in the situations you're living in, because frankly, I'm not there and I don't know. However, if you decide that there are going to be times where you need to say something, where you need to get involved, and it's a little difficult, decide that you're going to do it. If you decide that you're going to make the situation good, even if it's later on going and saying, we have a real big problem. If somebody is being physically hurt or harmed, what do you do? And you have to decide that you being there, whether or not you wanted to be there at that moment, you're there. And what do you do? And so I wish I could help you realize that there is a right and there is a wrong. Sometimes people need to be included. If there's something going on and people are left out, your ability to say, come join us. We'd really like to have you as part of this is really, really powerful. It can make a difference in somebody's life that you cannot even imagine. Siding with somebody who is wrong, when you're standing there, that's really powerful too. Encouraging meanness or badness to happen, you know what? You don't want to do that. So make sure in whatever situation you are in, by you being there, you're going to decide to make it positive somehow. Not always saying something right then is the appropriate thing, but sometimes just a little quiet, hey, does help. Or an encouragement helps. So decide that you're going to be one of those bystanders that is going to make positive influence in the long run by your decisions, by what you say, by what you do, what help you go get, what help you don't get. This is a really interesting life, and there are so many situations that are happening now and that are going to happen. Make sure that your core values really take effect when you do and say the things you do and say. So realize that everything that is going on inside of you at that time takes into play for the moment. And when you really stop and realize, what do I stand for, what do I believe, and how can I make a difference here, then do it and do the right thing.